Good evening and welcome to the Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G, and viewers, it's a massive story that we're breaking this evening. I'm sure that someone, or so you either or someone in your family or friend circle must have tried to book tickets for the British rock band Coldplay's concert in Mumbai on September 22nd. When BookMyShow, the online ticketing platform, started selling its tickets, which were sold out, by the way, in just a few minutes, this left fans across India heartbroken and disappointed. Everyone thought that since the band is so popular, the tickets were sold out in just a few minutes. But no, that wasn't the case. In fact, soon after this, the tickets worth 3,500 rupees were seen being resold on other platforms by third parties for around 3 lakh rupees. This led to huge anger amongst fans and a complaint against BookMyShow for alleged black marketing of the tickets for the much-awaited Coldplay concert in Mumbai in January next year took place. In fact, the allegations of ticket scalping and unfair resale practices led the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing to summon top executives of BookMyShow's parent, Big Tree Entertainment. So here at Times Now, we launched Operation Concert. Times Now's special investigation team managed to track some of the black marketeers who seem to have no fear of law and are brazenly selling these tickets of Coldplay concert in black at exorbitant rates. Listen in to this shocking conversation.
और यार कितना अपने पास?
मेरे पास है, देखो तुम्हें कितना चाहिए?
यार मुझे तो 2 चाहिए था यार, 2 मिल जाएगा?
हाँ 2 क्या, मेरे पास 5 है, 5 मिल जाएगा।
5 है?
हाँ।
क्या बात करो यार, कहाँ से जुगाड़ करके आया यार आप लोग ने?
वो सब नहीं पूछने का।
हाँ।
अरे फ़ोन क्यों है?
अरे नहीं यार, वो ऐसे हाथ में रखता हूँ। अब बताओ क्या धंधा कैसे चल रहा है?
धंधा ठीक चल रहा है, अगर पुलिस वाला लफड़ा है तो ठीक है।
हाँ नहीं, अभी तो वो केस हो गया ना पुलिस का।
हाँ तो केस तो क्या, वो सब तो चलते रहता है।
2 चाहिए था, कितने में मिल जाएगा अपने को?
ये 2 चाहिए तो जाएगा, मैं कम से कम 1,70,000 रहेगा।
यार 3,000 का टिकट आप लोग इतने में दे रहे हो?
अब डिमांड ज़्यादा है तो क्या करें? अभी 6 महीने पहले से हम लोग का काम चालू है।
हाँ हाँ।
डिमांड होते जाता है तो फिर वो टिकट का दाम बढ़ते जाता है।
यार वो भाई से बात हुई थी तो वो बोला कि कम में करवा के देगा।
अरे भाई का फ़ोन आया था इसलिए मैं कम में बोला तुम्हें, वरना टिकट 3 लाख का जाता 2 टिकट।
कब तक दे पाओगे फिर?
लेकिन तुम्हें मिल जाएगा, पहले पैसा देने का।
पहले पैसा? पूरा?
हाँ पूरा पैसा देना।
और अरे यार फिर लेके भाग गए तो
वो ट्रस्ट भी तुम्हारे ऊपर है, तुमको ट्रस्ट नहीं है तो जाओ।
चल ठीक है, तो पेमेंट कैसे करने का?
तो 40% तो ऑनलाइन कर देना, बाकी का रोकड़ा। नहीं ये बताओ तुम्हें टिकट चाहिए? मुझे अभी 5 कॉल आए टिकट के लिए।
हाँ
तो जल्दी बताओ टिकट चाहिए वरना मुझे और भी
चाहिए ना भाई.
Let's take this across to our reporters who've been tracking this story very closely. With us is Shweta, Shrishti, Arudil and Nilesh. Nilesh, I'm going to come to you first because you are the one who spoke to that black marketeer and he very clearly confirmed to you that it's a ticket being sold at an exorbitant price of over 1.5 lakhs in the past, and of course saying that even the payment can be made in online mode and in cash mode. Take us very quickly through what this black marketeer told you.
Well, absolutely. After this whole incident came into light, various complaints were being put forth to the police and to us, to the media. We tried to investigate what exactly is going through. Why is it that the ticket is not available on platform when it was just open and within minutes it was sold? So our S.I.T team investigated and we came in contact with these individuals who are quite hard to find. We had to spend multiple days in order to investigate and navigate through these black marketers, who rightly mentions that in the initial days the black tickets were sold out outside the theatre, but now with the modification the modus operandi has been taking new steps. New mode of black marketing is being done. Now it is all done in online business. Online platforms is what you can get access to these black tickets, which are being sold at much higher rates. However, through our network I was able able to get hold of one of these black marketer who made a personal visit to us and mentions that how in his business it is all about jugaad. He has all that jugaad that every audience needs. It is all that money can buy.
Okay,
people
Nilesh,
are ready to pay
stay
him.
with us because one more conversation that you had, we're going to have a look at, and then I go across to our other reporters who are also with us. Another black marketer told us about this jugaad that he has to ensure to get you the front row or at least a special seat. Watch this second report.
सुनिए ना अपना क्या था इंतजाम हो पाएगा सर?
हाँ हो तो जाएगा। अभी तुमको कितना इस पर डिपेंड करता था, कितना चाहिए?
कितना है अपने पास?
देखो वैसे तो है अपने पास, पार्टी इधर 1-20 1-30 देने को भी तैयार है।
हाँ हाँ,
तो तुमको डिपेंड करता है कितना चाहिए।
मुझे ना 2 से 3 चाहिए।
अपने पास 3 तो है,
3 है।
तो 3 चाहिए तो बोलो, लेकिन जितना भी पैसा है ना एडवांस में लगेगा।
क्या प्राइस चल रहा है मार्केट में?
देखो मार्केट में तो अभी पब्लिक कोई 2 देने को भी तैयार है, 80 120 इतना भी देने को तैयार है भाई, क्योंकि अपने पास है ना वो
मतलब कितने टिकट का?
2 मतलब 1 टिकट का भाई। अपना थोड़ा अलग जुगाड़ है इसमें तुमको भाई, ऐसा नहीं कि इधर पे भी धकेल देंगे। अपना थोड़ा अच्छा है कि तुमको थोड़ा
लेकिन जेन्युइन मिलेगा ना?
अपना तो भरोसा तुमको दिखाना ही पड़ेगा। तुम उनके थ्रू आया भाई तो तुमको मैं 1-20 तक दिला दूँगा भाई।
1-20 तक 2 टिकट?
1 टिकट भाई, 1 टिकट, उससे नीचे नहीं।
अरे यार 3000 का टिकट आता है
भाई। अभी 3000 का तो तुम देख लो भाई, किधर से अगर तुमको मिल रहा है 3000 का तो उठा लो, लेकिन फिर हमारे इधर से तुम आओगे तो हमने पहले तुमको बोला भाई कि हम लोग का जुगाड़ अच्छा।
कौन सा सीट मिलेगा अपने को?
भाई वो सीट वीट का तो है कि नंबर नहीं पता भाई, तुमको आगे से दिखने मिल जाएगा। अभी इतना सवाल का जवाब नहीं दे सकता भाई, तुमको चाहिए टिकट तो बोलो।
तो कैसे करना पड़ेगा, कैसे पेमेंट?
देखो भाई तुमको बता दूंगा मैं, हमारा नंबर है उनके पास, उनको चाहिए तो बोलो, क्योंकि मेरे पास दूसरा पार्टी रेडी है और दूसरे पार्टी के पास भी जाने का, तो फिर इधर से मेरे को पार्टी तो 150 खड़े पे देनी पड़ेगी।
1-2 घंटे में बताऊँ क्या?
अभी भाई आप मैं गारंटी नहीं दे सकता, अगर रहा 1-2 घंटे में तो तुमको मिल जाएगा, नहीं तो फिर सॉरी भाई।
अच्छा काम करो, अपना फ़ोन नंबर दे दो, मैं
फ़ोन नंबर वगैरह मैं नहीं दे सकता।
Let me take this across to Arunil now. Arunil, an absolute mockery of the entire ticketing process that has been done over here, it appears. And Nilesh has had those conversations. Srushti has also spoken to several of the black marketeers. At times now, investigation team has actually exposed what's happening on ground. But also take us through what exactly is it that the Mumbai Police is investigating. Is it possible that all of this could have happened without the collusion of at least someone inside the company or the platform that was selling these tickets?
Well, Madhav, good evening to you. What is startling about this, Madhav, is that our team of reporters, hard-working reporters, basically have got in touch with not one black marketer. They have basically got in touch with 5 black marketers in this case, spoken individually to all of them, many of them trying to sell tickets at 8 times of the price. At present, I'm reporting from the BookMyShow office as well. Clearly, the BookMyShow's role as well as its CEO, the COO, who have been questioned by, who have been summoned by the economic offence wing of the Mumbai Police, comes under the ambit of questioning or under the ambit of investigation. The reason for that, Madhav, is on September 22nd at 12 p.m. the tickets went on sale. Immediately within seconds, it showed that all the tickets were sold at that time. It was, and later on several alternative sites on social media as well, there were many people who were seen selling these tickets at much exorbitant rates. Our team of reporters basically got in touch with them. What the main question arises over here is, why couldn't the security agencies track these black marketers online? The entire modus
That's a very big question indeed. That's a larger question. In fact, the police, of course, are investigating the matter. We will look into those investigations as well. Arunil, stay with us because Times Now also spoke to the complainant in the Coldplay concert ticket scam. A fan of Coldplay himself, Amit Vyas, wanted to book tickets just like other fans across India, but couldn't due to some technical issues. And soon after, he found that these tickets were available at higher prices on other online platforms. Listen in to the complainant.
I have received a lot of messages from people who want to be a witness. I have been receiving a lot of messages from people who have volunteered to give their statements, and I have requested them to approach the investigating officer there. We are a community of fans. We love going to these concerts, and therefore I found it impossible that how come it's possible that no one that I know has got his hands on the ticket. So no one that I know has been able to get a ticket, and some of the friends and their acquaintances who managed through black marketeers and at exorbitant prices. If there's a blockchain technology which is put to use, then this situation can be put to an end once and for all. If for the sake of argument we assume that they are not involved, then they are certainly negligent.
Times has also accessed the complaint copy submitted to the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing. For more on this, let's go across to Shweta. Shweta, quickly take us through the particular complaint copy that has been filed by Mr. Vyas. What exactly are the charges being made here by Mr. Vyas against the ticketing platform? Shweta.
Well, absolutely, Madhav. Here, important points have been mentioned in the complaint copy by the complainant, Mr. Vyas, because he himself claims that he was one of them who went to BookMyShow, the official website, for booking the tickets, but he couldn't book the tickets because of the digital queue that landed him up to 10 lakh in number. Post which he understood that simultaneously when BookMyShow had shut down due to crash, there were other platforms like viagogo.com. These were such websites where the tickets were being sold in a much higher price, in fact 40 times higher the price, which is for instance the highest price for BookMyShow is 35,000, but we have seen the tickets which were sold for 3.5 lakhs. So clearly Amit Vyas, in fact, he had certain confusion in his mind, and after which he reached out to the EOW wing. In his complaint copy, he has also mentioned that it's not just BookMyShow alone or the parent company Big 2 Entertainment Limited. Along with it, there are three companies also, those who are totally involved in this nexus.
All right, Shweta, stay with us, because on the complaint of the advocate Amit Vyas, the Mumbai Police's Economic Offences Wing began a probe into the alleged black marketing of the Coldplay concert tickets. And following our investigation, we tried to seek answers from the COO of BookMyShow, Anil Makhija. Listen in.
For allegations against you, what you want to...
One line,
sir.
Whatever has been the course of questioning, sir, are you cooperating to the police?
Why the CEO skipped the summon, sir?
Sir,
have you cooperated?
Kind of black marketing, sir.
Lot of black marketing is going on, sir.
Sir, there are questions being raised. Why are you not answering?
Can I get to my car, please?
Sir,
what exactly are the allegations and what exactly were the questions from the EOW department?
Why
the CEO
why are you not answering the question, sir?
जवाब तो दीजिए आप.
Why are you not
आप आंसर क्यों नहीं दे रहे, sir?
Why are you not answering the question?
Sir, a lot of tickets are sold in lakhs. Why exactly were they sold in lakhs?
इतना बड़ा fraud हुआ है, कोई international racket है. Why are you not answering the question, sir?
Sir, lakhs में ticket sell हुए हैं, black market में available है. कैसे वो sold out हो सकते हैं?
Sir, 2,500
sold out कैसे हो सकते हैं,
sir? Sir.
Sold out कैसे हो सकते हैं, सर, जब black market में available?
Respond to the questions of Republic TV, sir.
Sir, Times Now is asking you questions. Please, sir,
questions
respond
again
to
and
us.
again. So why don't you respond to the questions, sir?
Sir,
are you also involved in the scam?
Are you
involved in the scam? Where is Mr. Ashif Hindujani? Where is Mr.
Sir, why?
And to quickly sum up the story, I want to toss it across to my colleague Pratibha. Pratibha, take us through what are the big takeaways, because it's a shocking story in ways more than one.
Absolutely. There was a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement around the Coldplay concert, but it soon turned into worry as the fans could not get their hands on tickets. And now this Times Now investigation has revealed what could have perhaps actually happened. So you just saw the video that we just played out, the sting operation, and it shows very clearly these tickets that were worth just about 3,000 are still being sold at as much as 2 lakh rupees. And it's not just that, these black marketers are promising front row tickets. So these are not just any tickets, these are premier front row tickets to the concert that are still available at exorbitant prices. And how is it that they are able to manage this for you? This is how. Special jugaad. These are the words that have been used by the marketers themselves, who say they've done special jugaad to get access to these tickets. and there's only 40% payment allowed. So is there going to be a money trail amid the investigation that's taking place? Look at this, the most shocking part of it, only 40% of the payment is going to be online. The rest of it, Madhav, is going to be paid in cash.
Well, absolute shocker there, and big, in fact, investigation by our team. In fact, I'd like to congratulate our reporters for bringing us this big story, but I'd like to take it across to our guests now joining us, and thank you, Pratibha, as well. We'll go across now to Dilip Cherian, founder of Perfect Relations. Sohail Seth, columnist, is with us. Kuldeep Khoda is a former DGP of J&K and former intelligence chief of J&K Police as well. Abha Singh, lawyer and activist, also joining us on the broadcast. Sohail Seth, Jugaad is something that perhaps Indians are famous for. In this case, the special Jugaad, though, is not with any honorable intentions. It does appear from the face of it that there's something extremely fishy. The fact that the Mumbai EOW is looking into it, of course, is a matter of concern in the sense that there is something that needs to be investigated. But how is it possible that not one, not two, but there are 5 black marketeers selling the tickets across Mumbai for such exorbitant prices?
So, I can't hear you very well. So I'll attempt to answer a question that I think I've understood. I have 3 points to make. Number one, the market always decides pricing. Where the market has not been manipulated to enforce a pricing in itself is silly. So let's park that as a thought. Number two, we're a population of 1.4 billion people. It is the people who at times are to blame. We love black marketing. We love black marketeers, and we love buying things in black because we want the easy way out. There are people with enough money to scatter around. So it's not important to blame only the organizers because that's the nature of the beast. It's the market that's driving demand and the market is deciding. But yes, where there has been manipulation, where there has been malicious operations of those websites or whatever it is, that needs to be investigated. Number three, I have always maintained, Pranesh, that that whenever you're looking at these things, you have to look at it from a perspective of demand and supply. Now, Coldplay, you would say that their concerts are charging so much of money. There are concerts by Indian singers that are equally charging large sums of money. And people have one choice. They don't need to go. But you know what also happens? There is so much of showmanship. There is so much of being like the Joneses, so much of peer envy, that you're willing to pay in order to establish the fact that you had the power to be there. It's almost as if you're making concert tickets a badge of honor and a badge of your status. That's the problem. That's what even allows these black marketers to operate. So I wouldn't blame BookMyShow or, whatever. It's the same argument, Madhav, my friend, that people give on airline tickets. If you have a free market, those are the travails, those are the pains of a free market.
No, definitely. But the point over here, I think,
there is no manipulation.
And this is something that we have to appreciate.
No manipulation.
Yeah, the point is that, when you buy tickets at higher prices, it's all there. It's known. The buyer, the seller, all are aware of the transaction. Over here, there appears to be a via media intermediary who seems to have artificially given rise to the prices. Abha Singh, do you agree with Sohail Seth? Because he says this is the law of the market. If there is manipulation, that is wrong. But this, at the end of the day, is modern day economics. Is it that simple, Abha Singh?
Not at all. In fact, Economic Offences Wing in Mumbai has registered an FIR, and they are trying to investigate that for that particular half an hour when the tickets were to be sold. Did they manipulate the website? Is it a cyber fraud? Because to us, it appears definitely it is a cyber fraud, because a lot of people who tried to log on could not log on, and I'm sure these bulk buyers manipulated. So there is a concept of cheating here, and 420 IPC of the old law would be registered, and I think that is the reason the BookMyShow owner has been called by EOW. Also, we cannot say that there is enough money with people to throw, but I think definitely because it has become a status symbol, people who cannot even afford, who are trying to buy tickets, and in fact, I have been seeing somewhere people are selling tickets of Abu Dhabi, Coldplay, and this, that. But when Coldplay themselves have not come forward to file an FIR or file a complaint, complained, then the issue is how is an unknown people third party coming? So the case gets weakened because the person who's affected most has not come forward. I think Coldplay should have come forward and said, look, there is some hanky-panky, they need to investigate.
Right. Abha Singh, please stay with us. Dilip Cherian also with us, and Kuldeep Khoda. I'm going to request you gentlemen also to stay on with us. Welcome back. We are, of course, with Operation Concert. Our guests continue to be with us. Dilip Cherian, you've heard the reports. You've heard several of those black marketeers, not one, not two, but five who've spoken to Times Now. In fact, we'll be bringing you some more in the next few segments as well. But this is really a serious problem because at the end of the day, if there are tickets where, the ordinary viewers, the fans are being charged 2 lakh rupees for, it is something that is going to cause huge amount of inconvenience to the common man.
Madhav, I think that you have raised a very valid point, and Suhail mentioned the law of the market in terms of determining where pricing will eventually settle at. Abha talked about another very interesting point, and I think we need to go down that route a little bit. Clearly, this drop in communications which took place, which resulted in an outage, is something that needs to be investigated. This is a technique that happens across the world. Wherever tickets are sold, you will find that on occasion, the servers will go down. It's a malicious attack, and we need to figure out whether India's systems were vulnerable at that point of time. The second thing we need to understand is that Coldplay is obviously hugely popular and also hugely conscious of what they are doing with their fans. If they felt that there was a black market being run by some organized racketeer, they would have been very early to complain. You understand also that across the world, big name bands have often cancelled their shows when they feel that scalpers have taken over the process.
That's a very important point. Should that be something on the table? And Mr. Khoda, in terms of safety, of course, cyber security is one aspect, but are there more safeguards that, organizers can perhaps put in place to ensure perhaps, for instance, names and mobile numbers being associated with certain tickets, some basic security features to ensure that this kind of illegal profiteering is not taking place?
Well, as the question about market forces deciding the price is all right. But in this case, prima facie, it appears that it is a very well organized execution of crime, which involves conspiracy, open fraud, hawala, and money laundering. I mean, these things are very obvious. The online price being paid 40%, rest in cash. Obviously, money laundering is involved in this. And then the Coldplay not lodging a complaint raises few questions as to why it happened. Couldn't they anticipate what could be the market price of their show? Obviously, that also needs to be probed thoroughly as to whether there is some hawala channel involved in collecting the cash or through black market sales and then transferring that cash to the parent country and evading the taxes. I mean, it's a big conspiracy on the face of it. The cyber fraud is also obvious in this. These all things need to be, and I must compliment Times Now that you have done more investigation than the police has done so far. The enforcement
we certainly hope the Mumbai Police EOW knows more than this, because this is information that we've been able to gather together. Our S.I.T team has been able to put together through a lot of hard work. But the fact is that it is going to raise some very, very serious questions. It's not the first concert, it's not the last concert, but it's a trend that is very, very unfortunate. And ultimately, it is in the interest of the ticket buying public that Times Now is putting out this particular investigation. I'd like to thank our reporters and guests for joining us. My colleague Meghna will be back with more exclusive inputs on Operation Concert on the other side of this very short break.